Hello, friends. Welcome into Tennessee Titans today. I am Tom Downey, and I am challenging you to catch up to our Steelers YouTube channel here at Chat Sports. Their numbers, if we're being honest, are pretty nice. 5,969, substantially more than Tennessee. Although I think the Titans are going to beat the Steelers on the field, I'd love to get a victory over them off the field. My phrasing was intentional. Get your heads out of the gutters there, my friend. Hit that big red button and subscribe today for more free Titans videos all season and off season long. Tom Downey for Chat Sports here to break down the latest around the Titans with a heavy injury focus on today's video for you guys. And it's mostly positive. Then we'll get into the negatives that keep appearing. Let's start positive here. Bud Dupree appears set to make his return at some point in the near future for the Tennessee Titans. He has been designated to return from IR. Now, Dupree has played in 7 games this year due to injury, and he's been a bit of a limited participant in a couple of those as well. He has not been the player that Tennessee was hoping to get. The good news is Landry has stepped up in that area. Dupree, though, before he got hurt in Pittsburgh, was balling out. If he comes back healthy, this would be a massive addition to a Titan team that once they get healthy, can make a very real postseason run. Landry has been one of the best breakout players at edge rusher this year. Dupree hasn't done all that much. A sack, 7 tackles, 6 QB hits. He forced a fumble in 7 games. It's not great. The last time we saw him healthy was 2019. And that year, plus an injury-filled 2020 season that had 8 sacks in 11 games, is the big reason why he got the big bucks from the Tennessee Titans in the offseason. So if you can get something more resembling 2019 Dupree as opposed to 2020 Dupree, all of a sudden an already strong Titans defense takes another step forward. Getting Dupree back out there, I cannot underestimate the potential impact it could have for the Titans. So be honest with me. How hyped are you for Bud Dupree to return for Tennessee? Scale this for me 1 to 10. 1 being you're not really that concerned about it. 10 being you're incredibly excited. It's going to get the Titans a Super Bowl win. Get those votes in for me at the pinned comment. If the ad break comes here on YouTube, head down right there. That's where I want you to type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. I went faster. It was fun. All right, the bad news now. Dez Fitzpatrick, the latest Titan to join the COVID list as the outbreak across many NFL teams continues. Now, of course, we hope Dez is going to be just fine. He'll get healthy, come back, no long-term effect, etc. But focus on the football-only side, which I know is what many of you guys are here for. It's not the end of the world. A.J. Brown's still on IR. Hopefully he's back soon, but we'll see. Julio Jones, Chester Rogers, Racey McMath, Nick Westbrook, Akinney, with Dez Fitzpatrick, by the way, going on IR. I believe the Titans, and actually I know this for a fact, watch for them to promote the receiver they've been bringing up. That's Cody Hollister. He's been a promoted guy several times so far this year. Good name to monitor for a game day call-up to help out at depth at receiver. He was out of practice squad promotions. NFL has changed the rules, added some spots, and you can get a COVID boost as well from that perspective. Also on the COVID list, and we won't spend much time on this because he's not playing, that's Jamal Carter, a practice squad guy for the Tennessee Titans. He is also on this list, and again, we just hope that everything ends up being okay for him moving forward. If you're like me, you have no idea what to get for Christmas because the stuff you want is really expensive, and that's all that you ever ask for and you never get it. But what might be a nice middle ground is a Titans jersey, and they're under $90. At least some of them are. At Fanatics. Head over to chatsports.com/Titans jersey. I'll put that link in both the comment section and in the description for you guys today. That way, you can click, shop, and get something perfect for yourself or a loved one this holiday season. They've got all kinds of jerseys, including Derrick Henry. And speaking of Derrick Henry, is he still the best back in the NFL, even after missing all this time this year? Despite missing a handful of games and maybe coming back just in time for the end of the regular season, you know what? He's still among the league leaders across the board in the NFL. And the Titans offense has clearly missed him. The phrase that I like to use, and I think producer Marshall likes sometimes, you like it, running backs don't matter, which is really they're easily or more easily replaceable than most positions. Derrick Henry, though, he might be your exception as long as he's healthy. Despite missing all that time this year, he is 4th in carries, 4th in rushing yards, the league leader in yards per game, over 117. That is an insane figure. Had he kept that streak up and played all 17 games, folks, he would have been 11 yards shy of finding a way. It's 117.1. He would have been, 10 yards shy. Had to do the right math there, of getting to 2,000 yards for the season. When he comes back, if he gets back for the regular season, he's over 1,000 yards and missed half the year. His production is insane, and he continues to, for the most part, look healthy out there. Now, I don't think he's back against the Steelers or the Niners. That's a pretty tight turnaround right there, but if you want to activate him from IR, or at least have him eligible to return, extra time to practice, get him back for either Miami and or Houston, give him a light workload, get him speed against some garbage football teams you're going to beat anyway. Ooh, that works really well, I think, for Tennessee. So back to our initial question here. Is Derrick Henry the best running back in the NFL? Y for yes or N for no? I think the answer is yes, but I want to hear from you guys, and you can go full homer if you want. Type in those votes. Y yes, N no. All right, injury report here. We'll spend some time on this. First 4 names on this list. Torrey Carter, the ankle injury. Did not practice back-to-back days. I doubt he's good to go in this one. Dane Cruikshank is battling an illness, which is non-COVID related. So I guess he's got the normal flu or whatever. Did not practice Wednesday or Thursday, but it's an illness, so I would lean towards him playing on Sunday. Jackrabbit Jenkins still battling that ankle injury. Did not participate. I think he's out this week as well. Linebacker David Long still fighting a hamstring, not practicing Thursday or Wednesday. That's a bad sign for him being able to go. Next 4, Laurel Murchison. You're going to hear a common phrase here. Did not participate. I doubt he goes this week. Roger Saffold might be more of a game-time decision. He's clearly battling that shoulder injury. It cost him snaps last week. I think it is worse than he let on after the game. We'll monitor that one closely. Tyre Tart, ankle. Guess what? Did not practice. And then Harold Landry, a full participant. He's just fine. And I'll make note that Derek Roberson, illness today as well, but I would bet he's able to go. This game does mean quite a bit this week for Tennessee. They can clinch the division as soon as Sunday. Here's how it can happen, and it's a very real outcome. Number 1, I guess it's actually a Colts loss against the Patriots, because the Colts and Patriots play on Saturday, and then you got to beat Tennessee. What I'm saying is the magic number for the Tennessee Titans is 2. Once they get 2 wins and or 2 losses from the Colts, whatever combination that is, boom, division winners. I think it happens next week. I think the Colts upset the Patriots. Despite that, let's go Patriots. Now, I say that in terms of securing the playoff spot. Let's go Patriots. You can make a damn strong argument, though, that if you want that number 1 seed, you might actually be better served having the Patriots lose that game and help out your chances to secure a bye, which is desperately coveted this year in the postseason. So whatever result ends up happening, you can talk yourself into it as a good thing for the Titans. Before we go, some AFC South news, and Titans can claim victory for this. Urban Meyer fired by the Jags because he's bad. Ends a horrible run in Jacksonville. Maybe Titans fans want Urban Meyer to stick around because he was not going to win games in Jacksonville. His final game will go down as maybe his worst one, a 20-0 loss at the hands of an injured Titans team. Meyer out in Jacksonville. For more Tennessee Titans news, rumors, updates, and all that good stuff, hit that big red button and subscribe. That way you don't miss out on anything this season or off season around Tennessee.